Defamation is one of the most common type of cases that are filed in the court of law around the world. Anyone who feels he or she has been wrongly accused of something by someone in public through a word or gesture, spoken or written, or by any inference, they file a suit in the court of law. Hello everyone, my name is Satyam Shivaj and I am working as a legal intern with Lexis and Company, and in this video we will discuss about defamation. What is defamation? According to Black's Law Dictionary, the act of harming the reputation of another by making a false statement to the third person. Defamation can be done by communicating false statement about a person that injure the reputation of that person when observed through the eye of ordinary man. Any false or unprivileged statement published, spoken or deliberately or intentionally, knowingly with the intention to damage someone's reputation is defamation. Indian Penal Code 1860 defines defamation as whoever, by words either spoken or written, or intended to be read or by sign or by visible representation, makes or publish any imputation concerning any person intending to harm, or knowing or having reason to believe such imputation will harm the reputation of such person is said, except in the cases hereinafter accepted, to defame that person. Thus, defamation essential must fulfill the following requirement. First being the statement must be published. Publication could mean both oral and written forms. Publication which makes the defamatory matter known to someone other than the person being defamed. Thus, if Mr. X accuses Mr. Y in a private or something he has not done, then there is no one around to hear the accusation, it is not considered as defamation. Then the second is the statement must lower the estimation of the other person. The defamation statement should be damaging to the reputation of the person against whom charges are being made or creates. Circumstances where the person being defamed is shunned or avoided by the person. It is also noteworthy that people who can be individual or a small group of person and not general group. For instances, a statement such as politicians lie is not a defamation as it is not sweeping statement on all politicians and not on a particular one. And then the third being defamation must have happened before right thinking member of society. The right thinking means any person with average intelligence. In other words, anyone with a sound mind of the general society. It does not mean any specific class of people of any kind. Article 19 of Constitution grants various right to freedom to the citizens. However, Article 19 Clause 2 has imposed reasonable restrictions to the freedom of speech and expression. Contempt of court, defamation, incitement are the offences which are some exceptions. In India, defamation in both civil and criminal offences are there. The remedy for civil defamation is covered under the law of tort. In a civil defamation, a person who is defamed can move either high court or subordinate court and seek damages. Let's see the civil defamation. The statement must need to be false and it must be made without the consent of the alleged defamed person. Monetary compensation can be claimed from the defendant for defamation. There are certain requirements for essential defamation suit. They are as follows. First being the presence of defamatory statement is required. The defamatory content is one calculated to injure the reputation of the other person or a class of person for exposing them to the hatred or contempt. The test whether it damages reputation has to be calculated from the eye of a common man. Secondly, the statement must purport to a person or a class of person. General statement like all politicians lie is too broad or vague and no specific politician can gain compensation for the same. It must be published either orally or written. Unless the content is made available to a third person, there cannot be a suit for defamation. Once all these conditions are satisfied, a successful defamation suit subsists. The defamation can plead, but the subject to such defamation like the statement published was true, or the comment was fair and made in public interest and was based on the true events, or there are certain persons which are vested with privileges to make statement even if they are defamatory. These are the exceptions. Now let's come to criminal defamation. It is nothing but the defamation for which simple imprisonment may be awarded. Under a criminal suit, intention to defame is necessary. The allegation should be made with malice, intent to defame another, or at least the knowledge that the publication is likely to defame another, in essential. It has to be proved beyond any reasonable doubt that the act was being done to lower the reputation of another. Section 499 of the IPC defines defamation as the word or sign imputed intending to harm with the knowledge that such person imputation will cause harm. The criminal defamation is also subject to some exceptions. Persons who make defamatory statements are exempted from the punishment if they fall in any of the exceptions provided under. They are attribution or any truth made for public good, any opinion made in good faith regarding the conduct of the public servant or in the discharge of his duty or in public function, or any opinion made in good faith respecting the conduct of the person which relates to public question, or publication of true reports of the proceeding of the court or the result of the proceeding is not defamation. Moreover, any opinion made in good faith regarding the merits of any civil or criminal cases decided by the court of justice or the conduct of any person as a party, witness or agent to that case no further, and the opinion made about the merits of any performance which its author has submitted to the judgment of the public, or about the author is not defamation if made in good faith. Accusation of offences to any person having lawful authority over the alleged person is in good faith is an exception to defamation. Moreover, statement made about the character is not defamation if it is being made in order to protect the interest of the person making it or any other person or for the public good. The last is the caution conveyed to any one person against another is not considered as defamation if it is made in the intent for good or to convey a person any other for the public good. Now let's see the constitutionality of defamation law. Controversies has erupted over the fact that defamation laws are violation to the fundamental rights guaranteed under Article 19. The Supreme Court has ruled that the criminal provisions of defamation are constitutionally valid and are not in conflict with the right to speech and expression. The court also held that the freedom of speech and expression is absolutely sacrosanct and is not absolute. The right to life under 21 shall also include the right to reputation of the other person and cannot allow to crucify or other right to free speech. Now let's see some landmark cases in India. First being the D.P. Chaudhary versus Majulata. In this, a publication was made in the local newspaper Dainik Navjyoti. That is, a plaintiff, a 17-year-old college girl, ran away with a boy after she went out of the house by saying that she was having some lectures. This false news item had adverse effect on her and ruined her marriage prospect. It was actionable as per se, and she was awarded damages of 10,000 by way of general damages. Then the next case being Mahinder Ram versus Harnandan Prasad. A letter written in Urdu was sent to the plaintiff. Therefore, he needed another person to create it to him. It was another person to read it to him. It was held that since the defendant knew that the plaintiff does not know Urdu and he would be needing the assistance of another person, the act of defamation will be amount. Then there is Ram Malani versus Subramaniam Swamy. The court held that Dr. Swamy was defaming Ram Malani by saying that he received money from banned organization to protect the then Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu from the case of assassination of Rajiv Gandhi. The last case being of this video is the Arun Jaitley versus Arvind Kejriwal. In this, the court held that statement made by Arvind Kejriwal and 5 other leaders to be defamatory. The matter was sorted out when all the defamants apologized to their action. Thank you everyone for watching.